How's it going out there, everybody? Welcome back once again to the channel. Now, I've been a PC gamer since before PC gaming was really even a thing, playing games like Dig Dug and things that really required no type of video really whatsoever, just basic, simple things that you played on your computer. Well, this particular industry has grown into something that's like one of the biggest industries in the entire world. Why? Because it's entertainment. And like George Carlin said, your only purpose in life is to be entertained. Honestly, since I've had a lot of health issues and stuff, I've tried really to stick to that mantra. What George Carlin said actually changed me more than all the counselors I paid money for all my life. I watched this show one time and George is like, you know what? You're here to be entertained, so no matter what's going on, you should enjoy it because you could die the next day. And that's just how it is. So I live every day like it's my last. But PC gaming, even though it's now this huge arena, we got new games coming out, sure, cool new stuff coming up. But if you're a person who likes high-end PC gaming, the state of things in the gaming industry is kind of really bad right now, and I'll tell you why. We all know the RTX cards are going to be here. They'll be on the market tomorrow. You guys are going to check all them out. But regardless of how well these cards perform, I don't care if these cards are faster than a rocket ship on rocket fuel, it doesn't really matter. When the top of the line card is $1,300 to jump into, the 2080 Ti Founders Edition, and that card's not going to be faster than, twice as fast, at least minimum, I would say. Even then, it's going to be a hard push to push the card. At those prices, none of the Nvidia cards that are coming out, we haven't seen the 2070, hopefully we'll see a 2060, but we haven't seen really the lower end cards yet, but the higher end cards are very expensive. They're right around between $800 right now we're seeing, and $1,300, okay? $800 to $1,300. Traditionally, video cards were like in the $500 and $600 range. And I did talk a little bit about inflation. So at the very beginning, when I was buying a high-end, gaming cards, this is back in the day of 3D effects and stuff like that. Pretty much the top-of-the-line video card at the time for the gamer was around $300, $329. Okay, we're talking about a long time ago. So in last generation cards, when these cards came out, the 1080 Ti, those cards were still right around the $500 or $600 range. And with inflation, after all those years, I know it sucks because it's like, oh, more money, but that's just the way that shit is, man. Shit goes up every year. Go to a restaurant. You used to be able to go to Del Taco and get a special combo for $3. Now they're like $9. It's just the way things are, the way of the world. But now, these prices are so high that you can pretty much buy your entire system and get the absolute best. I was trying to do that today. You can get everything really good. The best motherboard, the best CPU, the best memory, the best pretty much everything. Nice case, decked out, lighting, all this stuff. And you're probably still going to be under $1,300. And so then if you want a high-end, PC card to put in there, it's going to cost you $1,300 or, at least 800 and something. I think we saw the price right now. I think we saw it was $839 for the AMP edition of the Zotac card. So it's still like, $839, add tax where you live, like California, it's like 11%. So, you got another $60. No, what? Another $100 taxed onto that card just because of tax, duties in other countries, all that money. That means for high-end gaming stuff, only the rich are going to be able to afford buying themselves a super high-end PC for gaming. That really sucks because even back years ago when I was building these systems with these cards, like I said back in the beginning, paying only $329 for something, because I think that's what I paid for my very last high-end, 3D effects card, was like around that price. And that was the shit at the day. That was the bomb, the Mac Daddy. If you didn't have that, you went in, what I'm saying? That was for the cool kids. And I made sure I built systems, and a lot of people had these systems. You know what I mean? Now, inflation has gone up a little bit on things, but now when you're seeing these cards, the top-end card, that's, pushing, it's kind of, it's not really knocking on the $2,000 door yet, but we're knocking on the $1,500 door. And if miners, if for some reason these cards, there's some back thing going on we don't know about, and miners decide, oh, these are the cards that we need for our new mining, guess what? Nobody's even going to see those cards. So high-end gaming will be either completely out of reach, or it's just going to be so expensive that you won't be able to really do anything else but that. You won't be able to eat, pay bills. You'll be like, okay, this is my sole thing. Now there is, though, another side of this. And this is really good for AMD. Because right now, Intel's going to be coming out with new CPUs. So, you know, the Intel's going to have their latest batch of CPUs. They're going to be priced at Intel prices. You know, I mean, we'll probably see CPUs now go up to $400 or $500 for the CPU. And we're going to see the Nvidia GPU in the $1,400 range, you know, all these expensive stuff, which is a really good time for AMD. Now, even though AMD doesn't make the absolute best and the fastest products in the market, yeah, I know, I feel the beer cans come in the bottles flying. Hey, this is just the way things are. You know what I mean? And with their pricing, though, and they can be very competitive right now, they can even lower pricing more, people will flock to them. Because a lot of gamers out there are going to be like, you know what? I don't need all those extra bells and whistles. I don't need my game to look super duper unbelievably realistic with RTX. You know what I mean? They're just gonna be like, you know what? I want a game, have fun playing my games, shoot some shit up, crawl around in a cave, go search for something. I just want to have fun, man. And guess what? On the AMD side of things, you can do that. I mean, you could even get a Threadripper CPU for dirt cheap. So you can get yourself a really super duper high-end AMD machine, and you can keep that shit right at almost like $1,100 or $1,200 and have yourself a whole machine. The only thing that's going to be keeping you back, obviously, are going to be the high price of faster memory. We all know that faster memory works better on the AMD systems. When you clock that memory and stuff, those AMD systems run a lot faster and better than they do just off the shelf. That's the way it is. You know what I mean? So right now, AMD has a very good opportunity to sell the shit out of parts, because people who cannot afford these other things, even though they might be a pipe dream and they're going to watch videos about it and go, man, I'd really, love to have that. I'd also love to have a Lamborghini and, a couple of Harleys in the driveway. Do I have them? Hells to no, I don't have that, but sure, I'd like to. And with these other cards, if they get so priced, and the Intel CPUs get so priced, that it's just like basically investing in a house or a car to be able to get one, I don't see too many people buying those things other than really rich people. And for people who live in outlying countries where we all know their finance and money's not the same, that will become a completely untouchable market for them. And if AMD lowers their prices even more, this is their chance to fill the market. But for high-end gaming, right now, the market is pretty much at the worst I've ever seen it in my life. Like I said, I don't care if RTX is faster than a rocket ship on rocket fuel, man. When you're going to be paying these extremely high prices for video cards, it makes building yourself a high-end system that much more expensive. You're talking about if you want a high-end system now, you're probably going to be looking at about $3,000 to build it. And that's going to be right where it's at. And we all know that everybody out there does not have $3,000. Most people wish they could buy a whole system for like $600 or $700. But now, for $1,000, in all honesty, you can build yourself a pretty decent AMD system. And you know what? I bet for like $700 or $800, I could even put together a really nice AMD-based system. If you guys would like to see a system like that, let me know. That's really affordable. I wish it was different, man, because I've always been a high-end PC gamer. I've been loving it since the day it was invented. I love that shit, man. I don't know if you guys saw the video yesterday. We're giving away a copy of A Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So if you guys actually want to get in on that, you guys can check that out. We'll have a link down below. But I got these 3 monitors from BenQ, and we're going to be building this total new gaming area with 3 monitors using obviously an AMD system, the Vega 64, and hopefully it just looks totally radical. And in fact, this whole system that we're doing with this and everything, including the monitors, I think is under $3,000. And that's for everything. We're talking about 3 huge monitors, system, everything, speakers, the works. So if you guys want to see that, let me know and we'll bring it to the table. I wish we were all rich. I wish we could all afford high-end gaming PCs, but unfortunately right now, it's probably the worst time I've ever seen in the industry if you want to be a high-end gamer. So anyways, that's my rant. We'll have some links down below if you want to check them out. I'm Elric. You guys have been watching Tech of Tomorrow. We have more tech coming your way tomorrow.